What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the vlog thing, eBay store, whatever's going on in my life. So, how we doing? How's life? Traffic is up pretty good. We're up to 250,000 impressions this past weekend, each day. 250 Saturday, 260 Sunday. Excuse me, we sold 6 on Saturday. We sold 11 yesterday. Only sold 4 today, but the day ain't over. So it was nice to see 11, considering, yeah, 15 went live and we sold 11. So that's pretty good. Um, so what else are we looking at? Let's see how we're doing for the month with this little experimente. So this July 1st through the 17th versus the previous 17 days, we're up 17.5% on our impressions, 16.5% on our page views. Our quantity sold is up 35%. So we're starting to rebound, right? Um, I would rather that was. Let's look at this, which could be scary. Let's look at this month compared to the same time period last month, because we switched on the 9th, if you remember. The 9th? Yeah, the 9th. So June 1st through the 17th versus July 1st to July 17th. We're down 30% on our total sales. Quantity sold is down 20%. So we're down, but we're creeping back up. Um, I think we're doing it right. I have to not worry about sales price. We're selling a lot of items for $10 and a little bit under, between that like $8 and $10 range. But we're moving the old crap, getting it out of here, and it feels good to fix things, have things done right, and then putting new items in that are better. So we're fixing those old listings and putting them back in, and we're bringing in some new, better stuff. So here's a story, and this just goes to show that you need to know what you have. And I had too much stuff floating around, didn't know what I had. So I had this NBA jersey, Charles Barkley from the Phoenix Suns, vintage. He retired, I think, in 2000. So 23 years old, so it's vintage. I didn't think it was worth anything. I thought, oh, it's like $10, $15. So I go on to eBay. Well, first of all, I decide, okay, let's list it, because I went through almost everything on this rack, as you can see, getting it all listed. I have 3 blazers and a suit. The suit needs to be cleaned, so that sucks. But anyways, that stuff's up next to get listed. Okay, so so yeah, I'm like, it's probably not worth much. So I go on eBay and I start looking at comps, and it was worth 60 to 150, depending on quality and um, the color, what jersey it was, different things like that. Different things affect the value, of course. So I listed it on, let's see, July the 14th. So that was Friday. Yeah, I listed it on Friday. Sold yesterday for $65. Well, I had 10% coupon. So the actual retail price, without going over, for anyone who knows what game show that is, it was around $57. So, that's like 40 some bucks profit. And the item was just sitting there, and it sold in 3 days. I kept getting offers on it for like $20. I was like, no, I'm gonna hold out. Plus, it was brand new, right? I was getting offers on the weekend, and it was brand new in the store. So, but yeah, just crazy. It just goes to show, if you have the right item, it'll sell. So that was nice. That helped boost the number, the earnings, the profit, the money to go buy more. So what is that? So let's just say we made $50. So that's what? 9 items, 10 items. No, I'm sorry. Jeez. It's going to be 7 items. So I can go buy 7 more items that are worth, well, they're not going to be worth more than that jersey. That jersey was a good one. But let's just say I can make, I don't know, 20 bucks. We'll say 15. So there's 105 bucks more profit. And then you go do it again. You guys know how it works. But just my point is you got to make sure you know what you have, because if you have some good items, they're not making any money sitting around here. So this whole store cleanup thing was good because it's forcing me to uh, go through everything, know what I have, get it listed, fix the old crap. I think we're going to come out better. I think we're going to come out better. Um, if you look, or if I look, because you obviously can't look into my store. Let's see. We'll go as of yesterday. So you know that I like numbers. 6.5. We're selling 6.5 today. A day on average for July. For some people, that's a lot of items. For some people, that's like, what? I sell that in an hour. But that's where we're at right now. Um, let's do something interesting. Let's take a look at last July. I think we were rocking and rolling. Because I remember I was out of town and I'm like talking to my business partner, and we're both like, damn, we're selling freaking whatever. I don't know. We had sold like, there was a day when I was out of town, we sold like 30 back to back or something like that. I think it was in August though. Okay, so last year, if I could enter numbers on the or calendar, right? So last year our impressions were between 750 and 1 million a day. Page views were between 750 and 1250 a day. Ooh, we'd only sold 193. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah. We sold 193 in 17 days. So let's see what that is. 193 divided by 17. 11.4 a day. But there were some days, like there was one day we sold 19, 17, 18. Our slowest day was a 4. Don't you hate that? It's like, how do I go from 4 and then 17 2 days later? Excuse me, I don't know. Um, yeah, so a lot more impressions and a lot more sales. But then in November, I mean, the chart literally starts to go like this, it flattens out, and then it just keeps going down. And like I said, eBay didn't know why. No one knows why. Maybe it's something I did that I screwed up. Um, I don't know. But anyways, we're fixing things. So the highest month we ever had, I got to pull this up. Where is it? Sales stats. I have all these spreadsheets. So the highest average sales per day we've ever had, survey says 17.9 in October last year. Yeah. And for the month of July last year, the whole month, we were selling 13 per day. So we had a good July. And then August, we went to 16.5, September 16.4, October 17.9. Then we went 13, 8.5, 8.3, like per day. It just kept dropping. I'm like, man, something wrong. What's going on? But I don't know. I'll probably never know what happened. But oops, sorry. I forget that the table shakes so much. So, anyways, we got to keep going. I got to keep going. I mean, my business partner has a full-time job, so he can only do too much, which is fine. That's how it is. I get it. I knew that going in. Um, one other thing let's look at, and then I'm going to tell you about my garage sale. I did a garage sale over the weekend. It's tricky. Doing garage sales is tricky. Let's look at money made last July. Not great. See, we sold a lot of items. We sold 403 items, but our ASP was 18.83. So No, that's not too great, is it? No, it's not. Okay, so let's look at this. Oh, what's our ASP this month? 1738. See, we're selling all those cheap items. But what are you going to do? Your ASP takes a hit. You do more work for less money, but you got to get rid of those items, right? We want that money back. We want it out of those bins and we want it in our pocket so we can go buy more. So you have to sacrifice. It's just, it's part of business. You made a mistake and you can either cry about it and do nothing or you can just learn from it and move on. And that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm doing this whole experiment, which seems to be doing okay. And that's why I'm making these videos. So I'll have this and hopefully other people, it helps them. I don't know. So the garage sale. Oh boy. Okay, so I decided to do the garage sale only on Sunday. And where I live, a high school, they had this, it's like a bazaar garage sale, all intertwined. So I thought, okay, it's going to be pretty good. It started at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. So I'm like, I'll be there right at 7 a.m. I go, you pay $2 to get in. There was 20 to 30 vendors. Dude, it was not a garage sale. I don't even know why the word garage sale was attached to that whole thing because there was nothing garage sale about it. It was like a Christmas bazaar. All these people selling all these different things that they manufactured. Like they make wooden plaques in their garage or whatever, necklaces. It wasn't a freaking garage sale. So I walked in. I was there literally probably 5 minutes and I left. And I went home. All right, let me do a garage sale. Well, where I live, it gets hot fast. It doesn't take long for it to heat up. And it was 90, like 5, I think, on Sunday, 92. So it got hot pretty fast. People didn't want to be there. I didn't really have anyone come out. I had maybe 5 or 6 people show up. And I was open from probably 8 to, I think, 1. Made $15. I got rid of, I don't know, 6 items or whatever it was. So I don't know. But what I did do is I went through every single item in the garage sale and I pulled out the stuff that I thought, okay, even though it's a mall brand, I can sell it in my store. Because I noticed when people are at garage sales and they're looking through clothes, they're just looking at the item. They're like, looks good. My size, I'll buy it. Like they don't care about name brands. So, if it's a mall name brand that I know I can price at X and move because I know what I can price these items, these certain brands that don't move well. I'm seeing now what I can price them at and make them move because I'm selling the same stuff now over and over and over and over. So that's a good lesson too. And I suppose if I got this item for a quarter and sold it for $8, I mean, you're probably making $3 off of it, but right? Not that that's my business model. I'm just saying you could make it work. There are people that probably source at the bins and stuff that's their business. Maybe that's you. That's your business model. And that's fine. You just have to do more work to make more money. Because if you're only making $3, well, how much do you want to make per day? Even if you sold 100, made $300 a day, what is that? 9,000 a month minus your costs. So you need what? Oh, what did I say? You're selling 100 a day, right? That's 3,000 a month. And you're making $3. Yeah, you're making 9,000 a month. So after your inventory, that's 6 grand. So that's 72K a year. Well, your business is going to have other expenses. So say you're making 50 to 60 grand a year off of selling something and only making $3 profit. It's doable. It's just, could you imagine having to list and pull 100 orders a day? It's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. Because I did 50 drafts a day for a while last year. It's doable. Kicks your butt though. So, anyways, what I'm gonna do with the garage sale, I'm gonna do one or two things. If I have it again, like at the end of August, I'm gonna start seriously setting up at like 6 a.m. Because when I was driving home, I noticed other garage sales that were already open, and it was only like 7:15 or 7:30, 7:45. So if I start setting up at 6 a.m. and go to like noon, these garage sales don't go very long because it gets so hot. Or my second option is to have it in September when it's cooler, or maybe it's only going to be 80 degrees. So one of those two things. The other thing I should have done is I could have got a booth at that bazaar thing I was telling you about. I could have set up my items. I don't know how many I would have sold, but it would have been a lot more. And it probably would have been, I don't know, it would have been cheap. $10, $20, whatever. It would have been well worth it to do it. But I didn't, I knew that sale was coming. I thought it was in August because I remember last year I missed it. I thought it was in August, but I was wrong. So that's kind of what my plan is with the garage sale. And I would really, really, really like to get rid of all that stuff upstairs. Like I said, I went through and I pulled out 15 to 20% of the items, probably closer to 15. And those will go back in the store. But now it's going to take some research to pull up the ended listing. But that's okay. We'll figure it out because I obviously don't have the inventory number attached to it anymore. So 16 minutes. Wow. All right. Well, that's it for me. That's all I got. I'll update you guys again later in the week. Like I said, my goal is 2 videos per week at least. I think I did like 3 last week or something. So I don't know if there's any questions you guys have. Let me know. Other than that, we'll see you next time. Take care.